all, welcome to another video. I honestly haven't filmed a video in literally forever, and yeah, I'm doing like a little revamp to my channel, and I really hope that you guys enjoy this, and I hope you guys enjoy watching me. Hopefully the quality of these videos will be better, honestly. Yeah, so I hope you guys like watching me and stuff. But today's video is going to be how to get a super glam look on a budget. And I know that is something big, and I try to find makeup in all different kinds of categories that are really affordable and really good makeup. So this is the best makeup that you can get from the drugstore that is super affordable and super nice. So I always like to prime my skin first, and my favorite drugstore affordable primer is definitely this e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. Okay, this is what it looks like. This is, if you've ever heard of the Tatcha Silk Canvas Primer, this is totally a dupe for that, but this is $8. It is such an amazing primer, and it's really good for people that have really big pores like I do. I have really oily skin and really big pores. So the way that I like to put this on is to just press it into my skin and make sure that it's filling in all those pores. A pore primer like this, you really need to press into your skin to get the best result. Okay, so I zoomed you guys on in a little bit, and we're going to start with the eyes because I like to start with my eyes first. But I'm just priming my eyelid with this e.l.f. Camo Concealer. So I'm just going to do like a dot. Okay, my eyes are primed with that concealer, and now for eyeshadow, I'm really excited about this. This is the e.l.f. Bite Size Eyeshadow Palette, and this is the Rose Water one. So you just have like 4 shades in here. My fingernail got a hold of that one, sorry. But yeah, you just have 4 shades in here, and these look absolutely stunning. Yeah, this shade especially is just beautiful, but these are $3. So I'm just gonna do like a quick little look with this, and I'm gonna start off by using this shade right here, this taupey shade, and I'm just gonna take that on a fluffy brush. This is the Bodyography blending brush. I'm just gonna put this in the crease and also work it up to my brow bone. For shadows, I have really hooded eyes. Well, not super hooded, but I like to place the shadow all the way up to my brow bone. I know some people don't like doing that, but I feel like it works best for my eye shape. But yeah, this is going to be our transition shade. So I'm just building this up. I'm also going to drag it out further over here. But yeah. So I have that shade built up, and okay, the next shade, I'm going to take this dark brown purpley shade, and I'm just going to take that on this. Whoa, that is so pigmented. Look at how much is on that brush. I'm going to dust off the excess, and I'm going to work this in the outer corner like so. I'm just using a fluffy Morphe blending brush, and then I'm going to bring whatever's left and just add it to the crease. Really focusing this shade mostly on the outer corner though. Okay, so I feel like I've got that built up to a really good smokiness. I really like the way that these shadows are blending. So I think for the lid, I'm going to use both of these shimmers, but more towards the center of my lid, I'm just going to take my finger and dip into this more mauve tone shade. Tap that like so. Place this one more in the center of my lid. If you wet these, they are so much more intense. Okay, now I'm just gonna flip the brush over and take the lighter shade, and I am gonna use the brush because it worked a lot better than my finger. And now I'm gonna focus this more on the inner portion of my eye. So right here, just so we can have some nice gradient. Look at how beautiful this shade is. That just really brightened up the eye. Now I'm gonna take that same fluffy brush that we used to put the darker shadow on, and I have no extra product on it. I'm just gonna lightly dust it over where these two shades meet. Sorry, the shimmers in this palette definitely steal the show. I think that this looks absolutely stunning, and I love the way that this eye look turned out. It's a very cool tone, and I don't really use cool tones that much, but I love this. It looks so pretty. So we're moving right along to foundation, and I'm really excited because this is one of my favorite foundations of all time, not just from the drugstore. Like, this competes with my high-end foundations. This is the L'Oreal Infallible 24-hour fresh wear foundation. Yeah, I love this foundation. It is so beautiful, so amazing. It leaves my skin flawless, and I think it's like $11. Like, so I'm actually gonna mix 2 shades today because I'm kind of in between, but this is $4.25, and I'm just gonna do a pump of that. Usually 2 pumps covers my entire face, and then I'm gonna do a pump of $4.10, which is a lighter shade. And I'm gonna take this little sponge. This is actually from the Cream Shop, which is also a drugstore brand. I think that you can find them at Rite Aid or whatever, but I've been liking this sponge recently. So I'm just blending this into my skin. I love using a sponge with this foundation because it just leaves it so flawless. I might have put a little too much of $4.25 on there because it's a little dark, but I'm very, very fair complected, and I have very oily skin, and I've heard that this foundation works on oily and dry. Okay, so my whole face is covered, and I really like the way this foundation looks. It just looks so smooth. I know I have some blemishes right there, but so smooth and beautiful. So for concealer, I'm going to be using the e.l.f. Camo Concealer. This is $6. I use the shade Fair Warm. It's one of the lightest shades, but this concealer does dry pretty fast, so I'm just gonna do my under eyes first. It is a very thick concealer, but I'm just gonna blend that out with a sponge. Okay, so we got that under the eyes, so now I'm just gonna highlight the rest of my face with this. So I like to put a tiny bit on my nose, my forehead, my chin, my cupid's bow, just cover everything. And now I'm going to blend that out. I just like the highlighting effect in these areas. Okay, this concealer is thicker, so it can crease on me if I don't set it fast enough. So I'm just gonna make sure that my under eyes aren't creasing before I set. Just like that. And now we're gonna go in with the Maybelline Fit Me powder. This is the shade Fair. And I'm just gonna take my Real Techniques powder sponge, and I dipped it in the powder. And I'm just gonna set that under my eye. I like to bake because I am so oily. So I've been letting that bake for a few minutes. So I'm just gonna dust off the excess powder. And for brows, I'm gonna be using this e.l.f. Instant Lift Brow Pencil. This is the shade Taupe. And I love it because it has a spoolie on one end, and then this tip isn't ultra precise or anything. It's kind of fat, if you can see, but I like that because I have super bushy brows anyway, and I love this pencil. It's $2. $2. So I'm just gonna quickly fill in my brows with this. Okay, that's good on them being filled in. I like the more natural brow look. I really love fluffy brows, okay, and a lot of people don't like that, but I love them. So this is the gel that I like to use. This is by CoverGirl. This is the Easy Breezy brow gel. Sorry, that won't focus. I don't know why, but this is just clear brow gel, and this is the best from the drugstore. It's like $6, and I love the little wand. It's so small, and I can get right up in there, and it grabs every single hair because I love for my brows to stick straight up. Okay, now the brows are filled. They look so good, honestly, but now it's time to bronze the face. The Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. This is just a classic, a staple, and it smells so nice. So I have 2 shades of these. This one's actually the regular one. The other one that I have is the light one, but I'm gonna go for the regular one today. I need a little bit more color to my face, so I'm gonna be taking the regular one. This is just bronzer, that's what it's called. But yeah, I just like to swirl my brush around, and I like to take a fluffy brush. This is the e.l.f. Total Face Brush, so it's also from the drugstore. But I just like to go where my natural contour is and just make sure that everything is very well blended. I don't like a super harsh line or anything, so I like to do circular motions, and I start really far back towards my ear so that it's nice and blended towards my hairline, and then I slowly start to bring it towards the center of my face. And I also like to take this on my forehead, so I'm just gonna press it in first and then like blend it out. This is what I like to do. I don't like to contour my nose. I just take my bronzer brush, put it on the center of my nose, and fluff it through the center of my face just very lightly. I just think it adds like a really nice sun-kissed look to the center of your face. So since we're done with bronzer, it's time to move on to blush. And this is the Rimmel Maxi Blush. This is the shade Sweet Cheeks. Oh, it's just such a beautiful color. So I'm just gonna take this dense powder brush. I love using these for blush. They're a little bit dusty, so I like to tap off the excess. And I'm just gonna fake smile. Look at that color. That's just so beautiful. It's perfect for summer. Yeah, this is the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Highlighter, and I'm just gonna apply this. I like using a little brush like this, so I'm just gonna take that on this brush. Just pop it on my cheeks. This highlighter is literally $4 and it is so bomb. I love it. Okay, I'm gonna finish up under the eyes. So I'm just gonna take the darker shade first, and I'm gonna take that on this little Anastasia brush, and I'm just gonna run this right here, super close to the lash line, and then slowly blend it out with the other side. I like using this dual-sided brush, but I want the lower lash line to be super smoky. Okay, now that I've got that all underneath my eye, I'm just going to take the fluffier side of the brush and dip into that first taupey shade, and I'm just going to further smoke this out with that. I'm going to take a little bit of that Wet n Wild highlight, and I'm just going to take it on this really small little detail brush. I'm just going to pop this right in the inner corner just to brighten up the eye. That looks so beautiful. I'm also going to pop this right underneath the brow bone just to highlight the brow a little bit better. So I'm about to do mascara, but first I always like to curl my lashes, so I'm just going to do that really quickly. So for mascara, we're going to be using the L'Oreal Lash Paradise mascara. This mascara is absolutely amazing. The wand is really thick, but this formula is just so nice. So I'm just going to apply this to my lashes. I usually do about 3 coats on the top, and some of you are like, that sounds excessive. But that's how much mascara I like to use. I just think that my lashes look absolutely fabulous. This mascara is definitely one of the best from the drugstore. Now to set my face, I'm going to be using the Wet n Wild Coconut 3-in-1 Primer Water. So this is a really nice setting spray. It's just going to meld all of the powders on my face together so my face doesn't look super powdery. So give a little spritz. I would hold this pretty far away from my face though, because the sprayer can be intense. Lips are last, and I've been doing this recently where I fill in my whole entire lip and then just put a gloss on top. This is the NYX lip pencil in the shade Natural, and I'm just gonna fill in my entire lip with this. I really love this shade. I think it looks like my lips but better. It's got that nice pink color to it, so I really have been loving that. So for the gloss, I'm gonna take this e.l.f. lip lacquer. This is just clear gloss. It's $3 and it is so amazing. I'm just gonna put that on top. Look at how shiny that is. Okay guys, this is the finished look. I love all of these products and I think that they look absolutely stunning. You cannot tell that this is a full face of drugstore. It looks ultra glam, ultra amazing. It looks like I used all expensive products. I'm just glad that I can show you guys some more affordable options that look like this. Like, I think that my skin looks absolutely flawless. This eyeshadow is stunning and I am obsessed with this lip color. My whole entire complexion. Look at this highlight. It just looks absolutely amazing and I'm really, really happy with the way that this turned out. So I hope you guys liked this. Full face of all drugstore. Full face of all affordable drugstore too. I kept it really cheap and simple. Let's put it that way. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video and I plan to make more, so just subscribe so that you can see my next video. Bye!